Well, during the revitalization of the city back in the early '80s and the mid '80s, when, well, not just in Lowell, but all of New England was really like a booming area. Um, this property here was probably very key. I mean, it was even written in the papers about how they were buying, revitalizing a lot of the buildings in downtown Lowell. And I can remember somebody telling me that, you know, Nathan was probably offered $1 million for this property because they had revitalized the building across the street and everything. I said to Nathan, I says, "So Nathan, you're going to sell the building?" And he says, "And what am I going to do?" I said, "Yeah, but $1 million." He says, "What am I going to do with $1 million? I'm going to sit at home?" He says, "Here I come. I sit here. People come in. They see me. We talk." He says, "What would I do?" He says, "I had $1 million. I'd have nothing." He says, "I'd be sitting at home." So he says, so the thing was, the business was more important to him than anything else. I mean, this was his life, and that, you know, that tells you something about, you know, the character of not only the man but of the business and you know, the people you would meet when you came down here, because it was just, this was life. Life wasn't sitting at home counting your money. It was sitting here and dealing with people and wheeling and dealing and going to the factories, and stories that he used to tell me about, you know, how I could never. I said, "Do you teach me the business?" I asked him to teach me the business, you know, how to do it. He says, "You couldn't do it. You wouldn't know how to deal with these people down at the factories." And I probably couldn't. And I think that was his, I think he loved that more than he loved, that's probably why he threw people out all the time. He loved dealing with the people and getting the buys that he got so he could pass on the deal to somebody else, more so than actually selling that one suit. It was more so getting the, buying the suit. You know, just from stories he told me, because he was always advising me in my businesses and how to get the best deal, and don't be afraid to ask, and you know, don't let the salesman tell you what you're going to do. You tell them what you want. So, but this is what it was all about. So that's my story.